Hello again, and welcome back. We are headed down to Brinstar. Like I said in the previous video, the normal way of the bombable blocks in the next room are blocked off with super missile blocks, so you cannot go the normal way. The only way to get there is to go through this hellish tunnel up here with acid that will kill you in just under 1.5 seconds. You can do one of two things once you get up to this point. Of course, the only way to get up here, unless you're using a tool-assisted system, that would allow you to wall jump up here, but most people have to bomb. Once I get actually up there, I like to just wall jump up and just drop a bomb. It's about a third of the way up is the space that you're looking for. Now this is the hell that has become our journey. What you want to try to do is hit the ground as soon as the acid is at ground level or lower, to give yourself the most time. Do it one at a time. Make sure you clear out all the blocks that aren't necessary to keep you out of the acid. What you want to do is make 2 jumps toward the wall, one about halfway, what you just saw me do there, one about halfway and one the rest of the way, and be in morph ball and lay the bomb as soon as you get there. Don't do what I just did there. But the biggest piece of concern that you have in this particular area are those damn claws. Those things have unbelievable reach, and if you're not on the very opposite edge of the platform you're standing on, there is a really good chance they have a shot at you. I mean, they have great range. You also have to watch, like small spaces like this one here, you have to watch the timing of the claw. I had to wait for another entire rotation of the acid, because if I'd have gone when it went down the first time, that claw would have grabbed me while I was trying to plant the bomb and waiting for it to explode, and I'd have been dead. Once you get in the second part here, don't worry about the energy tank. You can't get that until much later. Once you get in the second part, you have another obstacle to worry about, which are the spikes. Now, for some of these parts, the spikes aren't that big of a deal. Just watch your jumps exiting the previous part, like right here. Watch your jump when you're leaving this pedestal to go to the next bombable section. But for the ones with the spikes right above, you want to make sure that you keep your jumps really low and make sure that you stay under your bombs until they actually blow the blocks up, because if you're near them when they explode, the bombs will force you directly up into the spikes, and you can't tolerate hitting the spikes. It's pretty much death. I mean, because you're gonna take some damage from this acid unless you're really, really, really good. You're gonna take some damage from this acid. This part, most people, what I've seen them do is stop on those little pedestals and not go straight for the bottom of the wall. They stop on those pedestals and they bomb jump and wait for the acid to go back down. I do it a quicker way. I just make it all in one trip and lay the bomb and then take the damage. As long as I have better than 85 or 90 life, I'll take the damage, because I can time it just right where, you know, I can make it up into that little space before the acid actually kills me. This is another part he changed. He put this block right here blocking the middle so you couldn't delve down on both of these paths here, and he marked that off so you can't shoot through those to get those anymore. The very bottom block on each side, you have to use a super missile on to get it open to get those missile packs, so you obviously have to come back quite a bit later to get those. These space pirates here, he definitely changed them up a little bit. You can't use missiles on them anymore. And of course, normal shots never did anything to them in the original. You have to bomb them or just take the damage and run through them. But you can't take enough damage with no energy tanks to get through all of them, so you're going to have to blow up at least 1 or 2 of them. What I like to do is just, you know, if they're walking your direction, just lay the bombs in front of them. If they're walking away from you, you can pop up halfway, shoot them, and they'll turn around and fire at you and then start walking towards you. Just make it a little quicker on yourself that way. Obviously, as you could tell, the energy tank we were supposed to get in that section there was gone. Just not around. Headed down into Brinstar. Same as Criteria was. The room layout is the same, but things have been changed. Those you can't destroy until you get the plasma beam, just like the beamers from the first section. You can't sequence break and get early super missiles because he super missiled that door up there off. You have to go just the normal way toward the central chamber over here, and it's quite a pain in the butt the way he set it up. You have to go and fight the spore spawn with 5 missiles, which is a huge pain in the butt because he also changed the spore spawn chamber, but you'll see that in a minute. These are your lifeline in this game. Whenever you see a tube or a pipe like that where they infinite spawn enemies, you need to make sure, if you need anything at all, stop and just refill. Those are going to become essentially your lifeline later on, especially in Norfair. As you see, he blocked off the bottom set, so you can't go down into Norfair without having to fight the forces spore spawn. That is the only way to get down there, is through the spore spawn chamber. He also moved this missile pack so you can't get it until you have the power bombs. That was always power bomb blocks there, but he moved the missile pack. It used to be set out where you could get it before you bomb that out. But I'm going to go ahead and stop here and refill, because I know I'm going to need some missiles up here. But these tubes will save your life later, especially during the hell run in Norfair. You will have to stop and refill constantly. So memorize the locations of those, especially the ones in Norfair. Make sure you memorize the location of every one of those. They will save your life. You can see me failing with my missile and my jumping, but I don't know why I stopped. I know I'm going to have to come back to this pipe in a second. I just wasn't thinking about it. Use your missiles in the store. Make sure you come back and refill your missiles before you actually go through the door. And through the next room is the spore spawn. I will be stopping right before the door, and we'll show that part in the next video, because that fight can get pretty long the way it's set up. Changed up the chamber where it takes quite a bit longer than normal, so I will continue this in the next video.